Why do drug dealers lace their product with fentanyl? There are safe doses of fentanyl, doctors hand them out regularly. Fentanyl is cheaper and stronger. Properly dosed, a dealer can stretch their supply a lot further. It's extremely potent, so even a tiny amount of cross-contamination from improper handling can be bad. It's sort of a myth that it's never intentionally laced in. It definitely is. If you have a shitty low-quality product, it's a real easy way to bump it up. But they are not scientists. And most don't actually give two shits who they kill. There'll always be more addicts. ER nurse here. Basically, it's powerful in small doses, which means you can mix it in with other substances. It's small enough that once mixed, you can't tell it's there, and their product gets stronger. Stronger product equals better high and return customers. It's also pretty cheap. That is until you kill said customer with your poorly mixed drug ratio. Here's what it really is, and it's something people outside of the drug world will never get. If a product kills someone off, that dealer gets a lot more customers. Users want stronger shit, and when you're in full addiction you don't give a fuck about what's in something. User deaths from overdose is not necessarily bad news for dealers. Why? Addicts find out there must be some powerful stuff in such and such neighborhoods. Others addicts didn't use caution, but I will. They want to find the stuff killing people since it must be really good. This is info from my cousin who is currently living on the streets as an addict. It is cheaper, it gives you a stronger and longer lasting high, and dealers hope it kills people because to addicts, it means that dealer has a very strong supply and that dealer automatically becomes very popular. Addicts seek out dealers who use a lot of fentanyl in their product and have had their supply kill people. For non-opiates, oftentimes it's just cross-contamination when they are handling product in the same space as fent. Unfortunately, fent is very plentiful and available, and the amount needed per dose is extremely small, so it is a very attractive option for dealers. They don't. If you love sports cars and were shopping around for a new sports car, would you want the one with 400 horsepower or 600 horsepower? Most people are going to lean towards the one with 600 horsepower. Most addicts are just looking for the best, strongest high. They really don't care how, and they really don't care if it's killed someone else if they are even aware of that. Most addicts on the street don't really know all the other addicts by full name. If one of the other random addicts doesn't show up tomorrow, 9.999x out of 10 you're probably just going to assume they moved on somewhere else. I don't know why anyone would do that. Shit terrible. Fent is the product now. Jesus, this whole thread made me really sad. My daughter lost a friend to fentanyl-laced pills. I had no idea about any of this sort of thing. I used to dabble in coke years ago, would never do it now. But especially not now because I don't wanna odd on fentanyl. Sheesh. Because it's what their customers demand. Fentanyl is part of the experience. Get more cheese than Doritos, Cheetos, or Fritos. It's cheap to make. Drug dealers are not good people. There is a good podcast devoted to this question. Search engine, the August 11, 2023 episode. One of the Reply All Guys hosts. The biggest danger fentanyl poses is illicitly made fentanyl being used to make fake pills that mimic popular RX opioid pills. The Prescription Drug Monitoring Program has made obtaining RX pills for resale much harder for dealers. Fentanyl, however, is cheap and easy to manufacture. It gets pressed into pills that look like other opioids. It's then sold and passed off as something else to users who then overdose. This is kind of like asking why they put bleach in the Wonder Bread at the Safeway. The Safeway doesn't make the Wonder Bread, they buy it from a distributor who gets it from a commercial bakery, and the commercial bakery makes it from ingredients they buy from suppliers, and the suppliers buy the ingredients from a mill somewhere, and the mill puts bleach in the flour to make it white. The Safeway doesn't get any input in how the bread is made, they just get the bread and sell it to people. Oftentimes, it's the same with fentanyl. The corner boy isn't a dark web genius when he goes home, buying bags of fentanyl from overseas while twirling his mustachios about the regulars he's gonna bury tomorrow. He's just selling the stuff he got from his dealer, who sells him the stuff she got from her dealer, who sells her the stuff they got from their dealer. I thought it was because in low doses in any substance it makes that substance as addictive as heroin and fentanyl, meaning more return customers.